So, without further ado, I invite Patricio Moreno to the stage to give the student speech.
Reverend Father, brothers, teachers, deans, co-workers, parents, members of staff, and fellow students. First of all, I want to thank God for gathering all of us here in the closing ceremony and granting us the grace to close this year alongside the people we love the most. My name is Patricio Moreno. I stand here before all of you to say goodbye, but most importantly, to take a look back at what we have accomplished and what we have experienced during this year. It is not easy to say goodbye, but it is necessary. Today, we close a chapter in our lives. We culminate the work done throughout these 9 months in which we have formed our human, intellectual, spiritual, and athletic abilities under the mentorship of excellent teachers, encouraging co-workers, and very sensible as well as wise religious personnel. I gratefully thank all the individuals who have taken care of us throughout this year, placing us as their number one priority and not giving up on us. Today, I leave Dublin Oak Academy with a feeling of pride and happiness. I will never forget the time I lived in Ireland, but more important, the close encounter I experienced with God. In this academy, I encountered God, made a lifelong friendship with Him, and conferred myself as a member of His church. And I say to you, Christ our King. A year in Dublin Oak Academy is an experience I will cherish for the rest of my life, as the time I have spent here has influenced my views and changed my way of thinking. Throughout the year, I have learned so many valuable lessons in life, which will be of great use in the future. It is amazing how fast this year passed. We arrived in the academy 9 months ago. Most of us were still suffering from jet lag when we first entered the school grounds. We glanced at the soccer pitch, the forest, and the enormous oak tree. We passed through the doors and started shaking hands and introducing ourselves to various deans and brothers. The place felt like a cemetery. Nobody talked. Everyone was so polite to each other and so simple-minded. The first meal was dead, cold. Everyone was quiet, focusing on their meal and occasionally taking a look at the new faces. I personally had a rough time, as I knew nobody and not a single boy came from my state. I was sort of homesick, and a little bit scared, to be honest. But then, night came, and the night disturbance began. People banging the windows, boys jumping from bed to bed, pillows being thrown, maniac laughs. It was a complete chaos. In that moment, I realized I had a year ahead of me, full of wonderful experiences. The first few days were rough. Each and everyone was moaning either about the food, not sleeping, the weather, and so on. Everybody wanted to go home, but as the days started passing, that homesick feeling faded. We opened ourselves to each other in such a relaxed, caring, and fun environment. Many of us developed lifelong friendships, which fueled our happiness during the year and are now sprinkling tears in our eyes as we say goodbye to each other. The best part of this year is the close encounter with Christ we experienced. Through the fathers, the brothers, we had the opportunity to become better friends of Christ, to open our hearts, to follow Him. Today I live as a disciple of His, with His name in the highest and with the mission of teaching others about His love for us. I think I speak for almost all the students when I say that I was looking forward to this day, to see my parents again, and go back home. But I don't want to go home. Life will not be the same without Mr. Dumbledore shouting, "Get out of the shower, now!" Mr. Doran's jokes, the night disturbances, Mr. Kennedy's iconic lads, Banoffee, Mr. Bancoxi's whistle, the long study halls, Father Raimundo's laugh, Felipe horse playing in the hallway, and of course, the beautiful Irish weather. Each and every one of us has been marked for life after this year, as we all leave this academy with a bit of Irishness in our hearts. Ireland received us with her arms open, showed us her light and her benevolence. We are no longer boys, we are lads. I would like to share a very important lesson I learned this year. It is about being optimistic and letting go of the past. I used to regret many of the things I had done in the past, the thing I wasn't brave enough to do, the decisions I took, and the opportunities I didn't take. This affected me, as I was anchored to the past. I kept thinking of how I could have made things right, but that didn't change anything. In the meanwhile, I was not truly making good use of the present. Therefore, in the future, I would regret about that moment. It became a cycle in my life. I felt regret, remorse, and sadness. But one day, I decided to change my attitude. I let go of the past, not thinking anymore how to fix it, and became more aware of the present and its implications in the future. Little by little, I began developing a more awareness in today, rather than yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. I adopted a slogan, "Just do it," into my daily life. This boosted up my self-confidence and my happiness. Soon after, I changed my attitude and way of thinking. The seed of happiness sprouted inside me. It has grown in me, and I now feel satisfied and happy with myself. I hope this piece of advice can change your attitudes and lead you to enjoy life. But more importantly, to share it with the ones you love the most, as life is nothing if we live by ourselves, but in company of others. Attitude is altitude. So wipe those tears and let that smile shine in your faces, as today we say goodbye to each other. Don't be sad. Be happy about the things you have accomplished this year and the experiences yet to come in the future. I would like to leave you with a quote I made myself based on experience. Enjoy the present. Don't regret the past, as there is nothing you can change. And don't worry about the future. It'll be all right. Thank you for your time and appreciation. I hope all of you pursue your dreams in life, and may God bless you. Christ our King. Salve Regina.
Many thanks to Patricio, one of the very best speeches we've ever heard at the closing ceremony. And Patricio is a prime example of the formation that takes place at the Academy. And it's great to see that hymn song showing the fruits of the spiritual formation of the year as well.